us. But tonight, as we celebrate all her gifts to all of us and an audience around the world, in that previous conversation with her, I explained that we had also unearthed a song of Bruce's from years ago that we'd not finished as a group track, and we should try and complete it for the 60th, just a couple of months ago, I think, was it not? This little gem had come out of a filing cabinet. We're good at finding hidden treasures, these things for us. Wonderful song, and she'd just done it solo. She'd done the lead, one of Bruce's songs, and she loved it. And she wanted to know all the details then, when's it going to come out, as we celebrate Judith's magnificent gifts to us all. May it carry her safely on the rest of her journey to a welcome and a reward for all she's cared for and inspired throughout her life. Here's our last song together, Carry Me.
So now the bird has flown.
Who would win that argument?
Thank you. This is such a privilege. And this is such a familiar stage for us. It's been like a second home right through our reunion years, way back to 93. But sadly and poignantly, it's the last time we'll share it all together, but what a way to share it. Thank you for being here tonight. As I said, this is such a privilege for all of us. Celebrating Judith's life, however, it gives us such a wonderful opportunity in such an appropriate venue to recall so many standing ovations and the incredible gift we were given with our music, a lifetime of friendship and amazing moments, especially right here in our hometown. No more so, amazing moments galore. No more so than when she was recovering from that cerebral hemorrhage, and we had to work out whether we can get back and finish the tour here and then go to the United Kingdom and finish over in New Zealand. We decided that we would get right into it when the doctors said she was okay, to give it a go, see how she felt. We set up a very serious day of rehearsal, and we booked into a motel not far from my place. We had the whole crew up there, and we got ready for a very serious day. We had to do that to make sure that we could continue on. So we set up, and we just started. We just started the basic sound check, getting through a couple of songs. So we got through the first song. I'm sure the boys will remember this. And slipping into the second song of just the rehearsal, and I'm looking across at her and playing, and she looked across at me with this huge grin on her face. She said to me, "This is what we do, isn't it?" Certainly was. And what a joy we had from then on, as she conquered all those problems. And off we went overseas and finished the 50th reunions and the farewells. And recently, as we were chatting on the phone over plans for our 60th in December, we accepted that no concerts would be possible, but as we'd celebrated our 50th with a party here at Hamer Hall, we should try and do the same for our 60th. Well, we hope to still have that party, and she'll be here with us. But tonight, as we celebrate all her gifts to all of us and an audience around the world, in that previous conversation with her, I explained that we had also unearthed a song of Bruce's from years ago that we'd not finished as a group track, and we should try and complete it for the 60th, just a couple of months ago.
The Seekers have paid a tribute to their late lead singer, Judith Durham, with the release of a new song, Carry Me, making it a final musical statement from the band. Bruce Woodley wrote Carry Me 23 years ago, and Judith's early vocal has been in the Seekers' vault up until recently. Bruce, Athol and Keith took the song to producer Michael Cristiano, who completed the recording, debuted at the Judith Memorial. Athol Guy said at the memorial, "This song is now our collective gift to share with you tonight as we celebrate Judith's magnificent gifts to us all." Judith Durham passed away on 5th August 2022 at age 79. Her family accepted the offer of a state memorial from Premier Dan Andrews. The memorial, held at 7 p.m. on 6 September 2022, was hosted by Brian and Julie Zemiro. Durham's nephew, Tony Sheehan, said he spoke on behalf of the family. He said Durham's mother had a wish that her daughters would not be torn deaf. She got her wish, he said, to laughter from the audience. He said Durham was always destined to be a musician, having told her sisters during childhood that one day she would sing on all the stages of the world. He also told a story of Durham's early foray into live music. In her teens, Judith was kind of naive, he said. He also told a story of how Judith entered into the music scene. Week after week, the band leader where Judith had requested to first sing from told her to come back next week. He said when they eventually let her join in, they were blown away. The band leader asked her name and she said Judith Cook, the name she was born with. Mr. Sheehan said Durham was told, "Look, if you're going to be singing in public, you might want to think about changing your name." "Oh, really? I like Judith," he said. She replied. She later changed her name to Judith Durham, using the mother's maiden name. On a more serious note, Mr. Sheehan remembered his aunt as a deeply generous and optimistic person. The service featured a number of musical tributes, mainly hits from the Seekers. Durham's older sister, singer Beverly Sheehan, recalled their shared love of music ever since childhood. "We would sing together early in the morning and my father would have to come in and say, 'That's enough. Your mother can't sleep,' she said." Durham's surviving Seekers bandmates Keith, Pogga, Bruce Woodley, and Athol Guy spoke of the admiration for their lead singer. "It's a real surreal experience for us, standing on this Hammers Hall stage without Judith," said Pogga. "We shared triumphs and adventures on this very platform. It was really an emotional service. Rest in power, Queen."